Hey everyone, Dr. Tam and Rocky here again. We are trying to every single day give you tips and pointers on how you can improve your pain, function, and of course, longevity. Rocky, what do we got going on today?
All right, so today we're actually going to be starting a new series called Neuropathy. And the reason why we're starting this series is because we're getting a lot of questions about it through Facebook, through Instagram, and even via email. So today we're going to kick off this series by asking, what is neuropathy and what are the types of neuropathy? Okay.
So neuropathy, the nerve, well, the word neuropathy, neuro means nerve.
Mhm.
Pathy means a pathology of, right? A
Mhm.
pathology of the nerve, meaning that there's something wrong with the nerve. So people can, when they are diagnosed with neuropathy or when they're being told, hey, Dr. Tam, I have neuropathy. Well, what does that really mean? That just means that this person has something wrong with their nerves. There are different types of neuropathy. There are peripheral neuropathy, which is usually in the hands and feet.
Mhm.
There's autonomic neuropathy, which is the neuropathy that goes to your organs. But neuropathy itself can be induced many different ways. So some of the causes of neuropathy, number one is diabetes.
Mhm.
About 80% of people with diabetes will end up with some form of neuropathy. So that's a very, very high number. That's number one.
Yeah. Mhm.
There is post chemotherapy, post radiation cancer treatment neuropathy, because in cancer, well, literally your body starts killing off all the nerves, right?
Mhm.
During cancer
Mhm.
treatment, nerve
Mhm.
cells, good or bad, it doesn't matter. So there's the cancer treatment induced neuropathy. There is the alcohol induced neuropathy.
Uh-huh.
People who are drinking way too much for their own good, right?
Mhm.
There's
Mhm.
neuropathy right there.
Mhm.
There's certain medications that can induce neuropathy. Now there's idiopathic neuropathy. I know idiopathic means kind of sounds like the word idiot,
Idiot, right?
right? Idiopathic it sounds really good. But what that is that no one knows what's going on with your neuropathy. No one can figure out what it is. And I'll tell
Mm.
you, it's usually going to be one of the ones that we talked about prior, right? Between the diabetes, cancer, between alcohol, medication, but pinched nerves can also cause neuropathy. Not enough
Okay.
blood pressure can cause neuropathy, like too low of blood pressure. That's
Uh-huh.
why there's a lot of people who are older who takes blood pressure medications who eventually ends up with some form of neuropathy as
Neuropathy.
well,
Mhm.
is because their blood is not their blood's not getting enough pressure to pump to your hands and feet.
Mhm.
So those are some of the ways that people can get neuropathy. But what it really comes down to, though, is a lack of blood flow and a lack of oxygen to those nerves. That's what neuropathy really is.
All right.
Blood flow somehow gets cut off, and now your nerves don't have oxygen. When something doesn't have oxygen, your nerves will end up screaming, right, to get more oxygen. So
Mhm.
that's ultimately what it is.
All right. And I'm sure that, a lot of people don't really realize that it's already neuropathy, just like what you mentioned. People who are drinking alcohol, sometimes you would think that it's just a hangover, but it could be neuropathy. So, when is the best
Yeah.
time to see a doctor?
Well, to see, the thing is with neuropathy, it really depends on where it's coming from.
Hmm.
So here's some of the symptoms.
Yeah.
If you're a diabetic, right, the moment you're a diabetic, you should get neuropathy testing. And it's usually best done through sensory tests. There's thermal cameras that can do a test as well, right? There are shock tests that they do where they shock your nerves, right? But you got to look for signs. And some of the signs are, it feels like there's underneath someone's foot or hands, it feels like there's a pad between you and whatever you're touching. That means your
Hmm.
hands are starting to get numb.
Hmm.
There could be some tingling, burning sensation. That's no good. Now, overall, there's also signs of you losing balance. right? They can't get their step, or they have to start taking a wider step. You start looking at your family members, they start taking, their steps are slower or becomes a lot wider. Now that becomes a problem. So those are all signs and symptoms, and there is no delay. I mean, it's some of those things that you want to catch as soon as possible.
Right. Of course. And one more question that we receive on Facebook, Dr. Tam, is where can we actually find you? I mean, we've been, doing this podcast for how many episodes now? And a lot of our viewers are asking, where can I find Dr. Tam? Right?
Yeah, so we are located in Vacaville, California. Vacaville is a small town. Vacaville, when you translate it, it means cow town. Cow town, right? So
Okay.
that's how Vacaville started, is a town full of cows and orchards, right? We are about 20 miles, just about 20 miles southeast of Napa. Napa is like the prestige winery
Yeah.
that people go to for wine tasting, which ultimately can cause neuropathy, by the way.
Yep.
Too much alcohol. But that's where we're located. We have patients that travel hours to come see us. We have a patient that is about to make a trip out here from the East Coast for some of our treatments as well. They're flying about 5 hours to get here, So, but that's where we are. And with neuropathy, the great thing is with neuropathy, it's not something that you have to be in the office for multiple times a day or even multiple times a week. It's something that you come in maybe once every few weeks, depending on the severity, and some of the treatments are actually done at home with some of our medical devices that we have in the office. So that's how people can reach out to us, to really get to the root cause of neuropathy. Some people really have to come in and get a test done. It's hard to really know if you have neuropathy without someone testing you, right?
Right.
So that's how people can find us. Give us a call, shoot us an email, a text, comment below.
Right. Yep. Comment below and subscribe to our channel too. But thank you, Dr. Tam. So that's going to be our, discussion for today. But I promise you that we will be getting into more details on our upcoming videos with Dr. Tam. So thank you, Dr. Tam, and thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope you guys have a great day.
You too, Rocky. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.